What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters, man. Let's talk about it, man. Bars over real talk. Bars over real talk. What we doing? Because I'm bringing it back to the Cassidy situation. You know I got this thing rocking. I'm going to keep it rocking. Bars over real talk. Let's talk about this stuff. So, everybody talking about how Cassidy got these bars. Cassidy talking about how he got all these bars and all this stuff like that. So let me tell you what this battle going to come down to. This battle is going to come down to whether you like bars or personals. Because let me tell you something. Cassidy ain't coming with no personals. He don't have none. He don't rap like that. Cassidy coming with bars, double, triple entendres, metaphors, fancy wordplay. That's what he coming with in this battle. Goods, however, is going to come with a lot of personals. So let me ask y'all this question. How effective is personals compared to bars when it comes to battle rap? How effective is it? Now, when you look at bars show the creativity and vocabulary of a battle rapper strategically putting the words together to the point where you are in a maze at the intelligence of that battle rapper, like how crafty he was putting it all together and setting it up to the point. See, let me tell you something, because see, this kind of difficult. Because you got a lot of people who do got bars and be saying some stuff, but because they don't have the stage presence, the cadence, the performance, the aura, the voice, the control to present it before the audience you rapping it to receive it, it fall off. Let me give you an example of what I mean by that. Who did that? That's what Murder Mook just did in the Verb battle. All the lyrics and wordplay, game, double, triple entendre, setups and everything. Lyrical wise, but what he lacked? He lacked the cadence, the stage presence, the performance, the agility, the vocal projection to set that thing up and present it professionally to the point where the battle rap community could receive it. He only had a wind up, but it never landed. He was everywhere. He looked so inexperienced. It's the same thing happened with Jay Mills. He thought all his bars went over our head. And this is what hurt them when they always try to talk about they could rock a battle rap crowd like they could rap a rap concert crowd. And just because you can stop the beat and spit some freestyle rap, that's entirely different when you're dealing with the battle rap community who is trained on understanding bars and knowing how professional you are and experienced and seasoned when delivering those bars to them to receive. We could tell when the person, we'd be like, he had bars, but it just wasn't hitting. It just wasn't landing right. He seemed out of touch. He seemed nervous. We know all that stuff. This community is the most trained and programmed community when understanding lyrics and bars. Period. We know that's how come. Remember we got the call and Geechee Gotti out on that stage fright? Hey, what you scared of? Raise your head up. Look him in his eyes when you talking that real stuff. Remember I called him out on that? And I got to telling him. Then look, we even had an interview, me and him, and I told him out there, he like, no, I'm going to start getting it right. Right. See, they don't never want to give me credit for it. Remember Chilla Jones? Same thing with him. I got on his case about the whole thing. He was watching and doing all that. Got to stepping it up. See, when I criticize, I also show how you can be better and show you what to do to be better. I don't just criticize just for the hell of it. I criticize, then I show you where you erring at, then I try to show you how to develop and make yourself better and what you're doing wrong. And they start improving even better. Chilla Jones started improving better. Geechee Gotti started improving better with looking his opponent in the eyes and breaking out of that stage fright because he was shy and timid. Now, with that being said, people know that. We watch that. We can see when something ain't right. Just, you know what I'm saying? We know it. Now, when you're doing bars, that's what makes it kind of difficult because you can have it but lack everything else to go with it. When you got bars, see, it reminds me of how B Magic used to struggle like that. How Iron Solomon struggled like that. How Rich Dollars used to struggle like that. How quantum physics used to struggle like that. Having all these bars, but not the creativity and deliverance that's needed with the right energy, performance, and cadence to present that thing for the battle rap community and people who you rapping to on a platform to receive it. That was a problem. It's a problem. And this is why I think gonna hurt Cassidy in this battle. He definitely gonna have the lyrics, but he never been known for performance. He never been known for crowd control. We saw how inexperienced he was when he was put on that plate, on that stage that one time. He was on the stage, he got booed. He didn't get booed because the mics was messed up. He got booed because that material was trash. He looked uncomfortable on that stage. He was very timid. He was very out of place. That's why they was booing him. Go back to it and watch it. That's why they was booing him. It's not the same. And now they saying this Atlanta venue they got is supposed to be one of the biggest battle rap venues in battle rap now. You think he finna be better? And he been gone for almost 5 years? Right. Okay. Right. To goods who used to that, who welcome that, who embrace that? Right. Would bars be enough? Is bars more effective than real talk? Now, as I go back into the history of battles where bars went up against real talk, it's amazing of the outcome of how that happened. I'm reminded of I'm sorry, some just hit my head. I'm reminded of Charlie Clips and T-Rex. How did that turn out? That turned around real bad for T-Rex when Charlie Clips got the rebuttal in that real talk. I told you my mama was the gangster in my family. This is crazy. How did that work out against Loaded Lux and Hollow? It didn't go so well with Loaded Lux and Hollow. That was very tragic. Lux personals to that boy apart. Hollow had a lot of bars, but it didn't go so well. What about Verb and X Factor? How did that go? Verb was snapping lyrical wise against X Factor. But the real talk X Factor was giving him in that battle had the majority of the battle rap community saying X Factor won that battle because of the real talk he was giving him. Yeah. Verb and Mav Hoffa. How did that go? Right. K-Shine and Hitman Holla. How did that battle go? K-Shine barring Hitman away, but Hitman just killing him with real talk. How did that go for K-Shine? It didn't go so well. When you sit back and you see in battle rap, it appears that real talk always outdo and overshadow bars, especially when it's in the hands of people that specialize in it. People like Goods, people like T-Top, people like Verb Rex, people like Hitman Holler, people like Arsenal, people like Mav Hoffa. Ain't that what just happened in a Hoffa and Hollow battle? How did Hollow get killed by Mav? Real talk. All that real talk. It always seemed to win and be successful. Every time. Let me tell you why. Because at the end of the day, everybody got bars. But everybody can't talk that real talk and make you feel it. And it's believable. And when it's done right, it will tear apart everything you say out of your mouth when it's done right. Let's say, for instance, Goods do the Trinity angle, and he's very effective with it. What people don't understand, that's not just one angle. If he do that angle and it's effective, that discredit anything Cassidy say and do. When he talking about girls, it don't mean nothing, because you've been exposed as liking men. When you talk about you a stand-up soldier, straight up G, and do that, it don't count for nothing, because you've been exposed as liking men. When you talk about how much money you got and what you did, it don't matter. You've been exposed to liking men. And because of that, nothing you say holds weight at all. So when it's done effectively, real talk will always overshadow bars. Because you also got to understand, the majority of the people in the battle rap venues that's paying them $100 a ticket, them ain't young boys. Them ain't no 17, 18, 19-year-old dudes, 20-year-old dudes. That crowd at the least is 28 years old and up. At the least. 28 years old and up. So when you pop in that real stuff, you can relate. You can always relate to real stuff over bars. All the time. Especially when they personals that the people already have some type of awareness of. So having bars may not be good enough to get Cassidy out of this. When Goods hitting him upside his head with nothing but real talk. And it's so much to talk about. So much to talk about. I just wonder if he's going to use it. I just wonder if he's going to use it. That always been a thing. Do you remember? You know why people like that Young Ill and T-Rex battle so much? You know why they like that battle so much? Well, to this day, it's hard to pick a winner. Because if you feel like bars, you're going to think Young Ill won. But if you like that real talk, you're going to think T-Rex won. Remember how T-Rex stole the St. Louis crowd heart when he opened that up? He said, now I see why Hitman don't F with you and Verb. Y'all he said something. And in the biggest career of his life in New York against Arsenal, y'all don't show up. And then Young Ill trying to explain himself like, I had a funeral to go to. I had a funeral to go to. And then T-Rex cut him off. Well, I ain't with the funny dude. You done this funny move. You do something to me, I come around shoot more times than Kobe when he don't want to lose. He strategically put that together. He knew he was out of town. He knew he was going up against a person from St. Louis. So he took another person from St. Louis who St. Louis loved and made it appear like we rock with Hitman. We was there with him when he went up against Arsenal in the biggest career of his life. But where was Verb? Where was Young Ill? And when he opened it up, said that, they wanted to hear everything he said for the rest of the night. Because at first, they wasn't for him. They were like, yeah, get out of here. You listen to Young Ill thing. They cursing Rex and them out while Young Ill rapping. Yeah, nigga, F you, all this stuff. They cursing him out while Young Ill going off on him. But when he said that opening, and it hit home on that real stuff, and people was aware of that, like, man, that is true. They wasn't there when he went up against Arsenal. He was by himself. Rex lined that up perfectly. And for the rest of the night, it's all drama. That's the same for me. I take real talk over bars any day. And ain't that the same thing that's hurting this new age and battle rap, these PG? They don't never do personals. Our era where battle rap was at its best, it was nothing but personals. That's when them third round haymakers came in. People knew, ooh, here come the dirt. It's finna get personal. Just like female battle rap. That's all they do is do personals. Personal's better than anything when it's done by the right people. And it has some power. Remember Arsenal? Remember Lux was mad on the Queen Flip show talking about Arsenal was doing fake personals, but they was real effective. You remember how when Arsenal was going up against, who was he going up against? And him and ARP get into it when he started talking about how Queen Flip beat him up and stuff. And ARP was in his feelings because Arsenal was hitting on them personals. This ain't gonna be no different. But what do y'all like? Do y'all like bars over personals? Do y'all like bars over personals? I know it depends on who. And ain't this the same thing that just gave Good the edge over Rock? Rock rapping all them bars and Good's personals was so effective. Was so effective that people got him winning. Ain't that the same thing that happened when Charlie Clips went up against Suge and Arsenal and that 2-on-2, him and Good, when they did them personals? Remember Charlie Clips and Suge got mad when he said, why you tapping everybody? Talking about when Surf was in jail at the time. Remember Surf was locked up. He said, you sitting around here and you tapping everybody's pockets and you ain't sending no money on your guy who on the books. The first gun he got caught with was because of what you did to Detroit. So the second gun, he really supposed to have 2 guns, but he got caught with 3 guns and the second one was on you. Remember Suge was in his feelings, man. Like, man, you know when them personals hit, people be trying to talk through your rounds. Almost say, we know how effective personals are. Ain't that what happened with Daylight? I mean, not Daylight. Ain't that what happened with Disaster and Math? Math third round was so personal, he couldn't take it. Embarrassed them in front of all his guys at his own time. Swung off on that man. He couldn't take it. And what he said in the interview, he said, I ain't gonna lie. What Math was saying that third round, man, it got me more, it hit me right there in the heart, man. Because I was going through that for real and he knew about that stuff. Right. When you messing with them surgeons who really effective in that stuff, and that's the same thing T-Top did to Geechee Gotti in that battle. And then the same thing happened when a lot of y'all picked Geechee Gotti over K-Shine. So y'all figured K-Shine had all them bars snapping, but Geechee talked that real stuff. This ain't gonna be no different. Don't think Goods ain't running around doing all this talking. He's scared, he's nervous. Y'all sound crazy. This your boy Battle Truth. Ain't my judgment lesson question, it's yours. Personals over bars. Bars over personals. Which one y'all prefer? Let's talk about it.